Hello there. Have you ever wondered what would happen if all the glaciers on our planet melted away? Imagine a world where these colossal icy giants no longer exist. An intriguing thought, isn't it? But to truly appreciate the implications of such a scenario, we need to first understand what glaciers are and the vital role they play in our world. Glaciers, often referred to as the frozen reservoirs of our planet, are much more than mere chunks of ice. They are dynamic and powerful entities, ceaselessly carving and shaping the Earth's landscape over millennia. From the highest peaks to the deepest valleys, glaciers have been the architects of some of the most breathtaking natural wonders on our planet. But their importance extends far beyond their aesthetic appeal. Glaciers are the lifeline for countless ecosystems, providing a steady supply of fresh water to many regions around the world. They act as natural thermometers, their ebb and flow offering us vital clues about the state of our planet's climate. They are, in many ways, the Earth's heartbeat, their health reflecting the overall well-being of our planet. Yet these magnificent ice behemoths are not invincible. Since the mid-19th century, glaciers worldwide have been in a persistent state of retreat. This retreat, driven by rising global temperatures, is a stark reminder of the impact of human activity on our planet's climate. The retreat of glaciers is not just a geographical phenomenon, it is a ticking time bomb with far-reaching consequences. From disrupting water supplies to accelerating sea level rise, the disappearance of glaciers could fundamentally alter life as we know it. But before we dive into the potential consequences of a world without glaciers, let's take a moment to appreciate their journey. From their formation to their current state of retreat, the story of glaciers is a fascinating tale of resilience, adaptation, and change. Now, let's delve into the fascinating journey of glaciers since 1850. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and share this video. In 1850, our planet looked very different. Glaciers were a common sight in different parts of the world. These colossal rivers of ice, frozen in slow motion, shaped our landscapes and ecosystems. But since that time, they've been on a steady retreat. This shrinking of glaciers worldwide, is a direct result of rising global temperatures and increased greenhouse gases in our atmosphere. Imagine, if you will, a time when glaciers stretched across vast expanses of North America, Asia, and the Alps. These icy behemoths, some several miles wide, were the crowning glory of these regions. They locked in vast quantities of water, acting as natural reservoirs, and their meltwaters fed rivers and lakes, supporting a wealth of biodiversity. But as we began to industrialize, we started to pump more and more greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. Over time, these gases trapped heat, causing global temperatures to rise. The warmer it got, the faster our glaciers began to melt. In the mountains of North America, Asia, the Alps, even in tropical and subtropical areas of South America, Africa, and Indonesia, the signs of this glacial retreat are all too apparent. The once formidable glaciers have shrunk dramatically, their icy tongues receding up mountain valleys, leaving behind a trail of meltwater and exposed rock. And the retreat isn't just happening in far-flung mountain ranges. Even the key outlet glaciers of Greenland and West Antarctica have been retreating since 1995. This retreat is a stark indicator of a future where sea levels could rise dramatically, threatening coastal cities and low-lying countries. Fast forward to today, and we're witnessing an accelerated retreat of glaciers, with most of them having a negative mass balance. That means they're losing more ice through melting and sublimation than they're gaining through snowfall. This imbalance, this shift towards loss, is a chilling reminder of our changing climate and the urgent need to act. Now you might be wondering, what could happen if all the glaciers melted away? Imagine a world where the towering icy peaks and mesmerizing glacial landscapes we've learned to admire no longer exist. It's a grim picture indeed, but the consequences of glacial retreat stretch far beyond the loss of these natural wonders. One of the most immediate and alarming impacts of all glaciers melting is a significant rise in sea levels. With the disappearance of glaciers, vast amounts of water currently locked within these icy structures would be released into the oceans. This would not only lead to coastal flooding, but could also result in the complete submersion of low-lying islands and coastal cities, Places like Venice in Italy, Miami in the United States, and even entire countries like the Maldives could potentially disappear under the rising tides. But the repercussions don't stop there. Glaciers are crucial reservoirs of fresh water, and their loss would have a profound effect on water availability. Many regions, particularly those in Asia and South America, rely on the seasonal melt of glaciers to replenish their water sources. Without glaciers, these regions could face severe water shortages, impacting everything from drinking water supplies to agricultural irrigation. The retreat of glaciers also has significant implications for mountain recreation. Glacial landscapes are not only breathtakingly beautiful, but they also provide unique environments for a range of recreational activities, from skiing to mountaineering. The disappearance of glaciers would irrevocably change these environments, potentially impacting local economies that depend on tourism. Changes to ecosystems are another serious concern. Many species, both on land and in the sea, rely on the nutrients delivered by glacial meltwater. The loss of glaciers could disrupt these ecosystems, leading to declines in biodiversity and potentially causing the extinction of certain species. Perhaps one of the most dramatic consequences of glacial retreat is the risk of glacial lake outburst floods, or GLOFs. As glaciers melt, they often leave behind lakes held in place by unstable ice-dammed walls. If these walls collapse, the resulting outburst floods can cause significant damage and loss of life downstream. Clearly, the consequences of glacial melt are far-reaching and potentially catastrophic. It's not just about losing the majestic beauty of our world's glaciers, but it's also about the significant impacts on our lives, economies, and ecosystems. As we continue our journey into the future, it's essential that we understand these consequences and do everything in our power to prevent them. So, what does the future hold for our glaciers and consequently for us? As we stand on the brink of an uncertain future, it's crucial we consider the fate of our glaciers. The retreat of these icy giants is not just a spectacle for us to observe from afar, but a global concern that affects us all. Scientists are tirelessly working to slow down the rate of glacial retreat. They're studying climate patterns, employing cutting-edge technology, and implementing innovative strategies to combat this crisis. Yet, the task is monumental. They're fighting against the clock and the ever-increasing human-induced greenhouse gases in our atmosphere. But it's not all doom and gloom. There's hope. We are not helpless bystanders in this unfolding drama. Each one of us can contribute to the solution. We can reduce our carbon footprint, make more sustainable choices, support renewable energy, and advocate for policies that prioritize our planet's health over short-term gains. Imagine if each one of us turned off the lights when leaving a room, or opted for public transportation instead of our personal vehicles, or consumed less and recycled more. These may seem like small changes, but collectively, they can have a significant impact. We need not be climate scientists to make a difference. We just need to be conscientious citizens of this beautiful planet. We need to remember that every action we take, no matter how small, can contribute to the solution or add to the problem. It's a wake-up call for us to prioritize sustainability over convenience, to think of the collective good over individual gain. It's a call for us to change before we reach a point of no return. We must remember that our glaciers are not just symbols of the planet's past, but harbingers of our future. Their retreat is a glaring sign that we need to act now. So as we look ahead, let's commit to doing our part. Let's strive to leave a world for future generations where glaciers continue to grace our mountain peaks and polar regions. Remember, every little bit helps, and together we can make a difference. It's been quite a journey, hasn't it? We've traversed the icy realms of the world's glaciers, journeyed back through the annals of time to understand their formation and history, and peered into the potential future of a world without these frozen giants. We've seen how the retreat of glaciers, documented since the mid-19th century, is a clear indicator of our warming planet. These icy behemoths, nestled in the peaks of North America, Asia, the Alps, and tropical regions across the globe, are in a state of decline, their retreat accelerated by the increasing presence of greenhouse gases. As we've learned, the consequences of this retreat are far-reaching. From affecting water availability to increasing the risk of glacial lake outburst floods, the disappearance of glaciers could drastically alter our world. Our coastal cities and low-lying countries could face the threat of inundation with the potential rise in sea levels. But it's not all doom and gloom. By understanding the importance of glaciers and the roles they play in our global ecosystem, we can each contribute in our own way to their preservation. Whether it's reducing our carbon footprint or supporting policies that curb greenhouse gas emissions, every little bit helps. Thanks for joining us on this journey. Let's all do our part to help protect our glaciers and our planet. Until next time, goodbye.